family? Welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. Hopefully, you guys are having a great, exceptional night. Just got back from a comedy show. Got to see one of the brothers from the 85 South show. Definitely had a good time. You got to enjoy your life, and that's another money move you can make by bringing joy and laughter to yourself so you can bring joy and laughter to others, all right? Today's word of the day is useless. Now, I chose this word today because, given the fact that we live in the information age, we still live in an age where a lot of people love to waste your time with a lot of useless information, especially adults. And I was just listening to a podcast on my way back to the Airbnb, and my favorite podcaster, Jason Black, was talking to a younger guy who's 23 years old. And he was saying that, how a lot of people are screwed in regards to the up and coming generation because like right now, it is a weird, interesting time in America. It's been building up for the last, I'd say, 10, 15 years. But it is a weird, interesting time in the United States of America. Not calling America bad, but what I'm saying is to those who have only subscribed to the information that they've been given by the media and by their school system and by the previous generation, in a sense, people are somewhat screwed financially because um, there, there was not a lot of talks about investing, passing down businesses, passing down houses, passing down any sort of asset to help put the up and coming generations one step ahead of the others. Um, and a lot of people are still living under this old model of, hey, go to school or figure it out, join the military, figure it out, but we're not going to give you any concrete guidance on how to, make not only make your way and make your bones in this world, but we're not going to give you any concrete guidance on how to play the economic game because we didn't know. And I'm going to have to talk to bad about my older generation. You don't know because you didn't want to know. Even though we live in the height of the information age. I'm a millennial, but I still read hardcover books. And it's like I said, I always take this statement from the one guy who played a Nation of Islam character in the show known as The Wire. He said, what the most dangerous thing in the United States is? He said, and the guy says, what? A black man with a library card. So not having access to information is not an excuse anymore. It never really was. My mindset is if you know how to read, then that means you know how to do research and figure things out and take chances. And because a lot of people were more consumed with keeping up with the Joneses, they were more consumed with being basic and flossing on other people for the sake of flossing. A lot of generations are going to pay the piper for that. A lot of generations are just going to pay the piper for people being irresponsible, sexually, financially, physically, mentally, spiritually, just irresponsible behavior on multiple occasions. Like every now and then is one thing, but on multiple occasions it adds up. And because people spend so much time holding on to useless information and only wanting to get access to useless information, a lot of generations are going to continuously suffer. Like, just imagine somebody that's getting out of college now in their early 20s trying to even rent a place, not just buy a home, rent a place. It's crazy for somebody who's not been put in position economically to compete. Just a regular working person. Unless that person's gonna like get a place, like a 2-3 bedroom place with 8 people or 5 to 8 people. It's just something to really think about. So that's why I said make money moves or you're gonna live broke like a fool because it's not a game. Well, some people still want to play it that way, and that's fine. But That's why I'm glad a lot of the hip hop artists are talking about finance cool, investing cool. Being down here in Atlanta, I've got to see that for myself. I mean, I got seen Bobby Brown Parkway. What is it? I went to the T.I.'s Trap House. I've seen a lot of black-owned businesses and homeowners, and that excites me. If that energy can just spread around the rest of the United States, that would excite me more. Your job status is a beautiful thing, but ownership is the most beautiful thing on the planet in this country. And teaching that same information to your kids is even 10 times better. I stopped into a Subway today when I was in downtown Atlanta at the Atlanta Underground, and the family it was an Indian family that owned the Subway, and I heard the dad say to the his wife, "I have to go check on our other two locations," and I was like, "Oh, interesting." So since I'm a customer and I'm me and I'm nosy, I said, "Hey, sir," and I'm going somewhere, so bear with me, family. I said, "Hey, sir, are you voting in this up and coming congressional election?" He's like, "Oh, I'm not a citizen. I'm a legal resident." I said, "Thank you. I appreciate that. Have a good day." So this man, him and his family own 3 Subway franchises in the United States, in Atlanta, Georgia, and he can't vote. Something to think about. All right, let me do this before I call it a night. Maya Angelou once said, "I have found that among its other benefits, giving liberates the soul of the giver." I could not agree with that statement more. I was at a grocery store down here in Atlanta, Georgia, called Publix, and I'm not saying this to brag or I need to get credit, but a mother and her child, she had 5 items, and she asked me, could I pay for them? I said, sure. Um, I don't. It looked like she really needed the items. She didn't look like she was on drugs or anything of that nature. She had a child with her. Child was sleeping in the, baby stroller. So I did that. But that's how real this money game is out here, family. And if you want to continuously placate that it's not a game out here. I mean, that it's just fun and everybody can just do whatever they want and worry about what the hell some freaking idiot says on the internet and what celebrities are talking about, because that's important, or what some stupid politician is promising you. That's not important, man. It's just like I said. I had a conversation with a man from India. Him and his family own 3 Subway franchises in Atlanta, Georgia, and most of them don't vote or they can't vote. So, once again, who you spend your money with, who you bank with, holds way more power than who you vote for. All right. On that note, I'm calling it a night. Do the great 3 free things. Like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day. Radu, I see you watching. Hopefully you're having a great time out there in good old Las Vegas. I will be there in a couple of months myself. All right. So as I always say, make money moves, or you're gonna live broke like a fool. Take care, family.